Hey guys, I'm Sandy. I'm the dietitian over at Beartooth Billings Clinic. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a crunchy chickpea snack. So chickpeas, they might be something you already have in your pantry item, but if you don't, it's an excellent staple to have. It is a bean or a legume. It's pretty high in fiber and it's an excellent plant-based protein source. The example that I have today I like because it is canned in salt water. So it is not uncommon for certain vegetables, canned vegetables, to have salt water in them because salt is a preservative. So if salt is something that you watch in your diet, don't go throwing these out or any other canned vegetable for that matter, but rinse them. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take this chickpea, dump it into a colander here and give it a good rinse. All right, so I've got my chickpeas here. They've been rinsed. I just dumped them into my colander, rinsed them over some running water. And now we're gonna make sure that they get really dry because the key to having a crispy chickpea is make sure that they're really, really dry. So with some clean hands, you're gonna take your wet chickpeas and you're gonna go ahead and put them down on a paper towel. So once you have them on your paper towel, you're gonna give them a good rub to get that extra moisture off of them. And go ahead and do that to all your chickpeas. And once you have them good and dry, go ahead and place them onto a baking sheet with some parchment paper. All right, so now we have our chickpeas. They're pretty dry and they're on our baking pan with our parchment paper. As you can see, this little guy has come out of his shell a little bit. We're gonna do a little experiment today, and I'm gonna shell some of these and I'm gonna leave the fibrous skin on some of them. And we're gonna see if they turn out a little bit different. So some people say if you take this little skin off, it gets a little crunchier than the non-skinned chickpea. The way that I've never shelled a chickpea before, but the way that I've found the best way to get this little slimy shell off is just to kind of take the chickpea in between your finger and your pointer finger and your thumb and just kind of give it a little squeeze. And it almost like pops right out of the shell. So I'm gonna do that to maybe about, a fourth of this pan of chickpeas. And I will say, I'll put my dietitian hat on for a second and say that a lot of times the fiber that we benefit so much from when it comes to eating plants, fruits, vegetables, it comes in the skin. So I always tell people if you're looking to increase the fiber in the diet, leave the skins on. So that's why I'm only gonna do about a quarter of these chickpeas. And then once I have some of these shelled, I am going to drizzle these with about 1 tablespoon of olive oil and then put them in. I have my oven set at about 350. And then they go for about, cooking times might vary depending upon where you live and your oven, but I would check them at about 30 minutes and then up to about 45. I will say the ones without the fibrous husk are much crunchier. So maybe doing half and half so you can still get that good fiber and you still get that good crunch. I'm gonna toss these in just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, but there are some awesome recipes out there that include like rosemary, garlic salt, turmeric. I encourage you to go get creative with what you can put on these tasty little bites. Thanks.